Hi, Miss Patterson. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to meet with me today. I'm really glad we could connect. Before we dive into anything, I would just like to say how much I enjoy having Alex in class. He's so curious and always eager to participate with me. I've noticed that he asks very thoughtful questions and often helps his classmates when they need it. For example, last week during our math activity, he noticed that one of his classmates needed some extra help measuring materials and he immediately stepped in to assist. That kind of initiative really shows me that he has a very caring nature and has a lot of leadership potential.
That's great to hear. I'm glad he's showing his positive impact at school.
Absolutely. It makes me really happy to see. So, I want to discuss a few areas where I think Alex could use some additional support. I've noticed that sometimes during his group activities, he gets very frustrated, which can lead to minor disagreements with his peers in the classroom. Have you noticed anything like this at home, or do you think something outside of school could be affecting him?
Yes, he gets frustrated a lot with his siblings when things don't go his way, but we haven't noticed anything too serious.
That makes sense. Kids his age often experience frustration, especially when learning to share and cooperate with others in the classroom. At school, we're trying to help him manage these feelings and interact more positively with his peers in the classroom. One thing we've tried in class is giving him specific roles in group activities. For example, he might be the materials manager sometimes or the recorder, so he knows exactly what he's responsible for. This structure seems to help him focus and reduces conflicts in the class. Have you noticed if he likes having clear instruction at home too?
Yes, he does. He tends to do better when he knows exactly what to do, so I think jobs are a great thing to help him with that.
Exactly. That's great to hear at home. You could also create a quiet space for Alex and have him take short breaths when he's feeling very frustrated. Practicing calm down strategies like taking deep breaths or counting to 10 or stretching can help him regain control before having a reaction.
That sounds doable. I think he would respond well to having a quiet space.
I agree. Consistency between home and school is really helpful. Also, I wanted to mention Alex's social confidence. He's genuinely friendly, but sometimes he hesitates to join new groups or speak up in class discussions. Encouraging him at home and celebrating small successes could really help build his confidence. For example, you could praise him when he shares his ideas or helps a friend, even in small ways. Have you noticed moments like this at home too?
Yes, sometimes he'll share his ideas with us or he will help his siblings, but he can be shy around new people.
Exactly, and that's completely normal. Even small encouragement goes a long way for children. You might say something like, I'm so proud of you for sharing your idea today, or I noticed you helped your friend earlier, and that's a great job. These little acknowledgments really boost their self esteem and help them feel more comfortable when they're participating in class. I also wanted to acknowledge your support and involvement with Alex. It's clear that you care deeply about Alex's success, and your support at home really complements what we're trying to do in our classroom.
Thank you. I really appreciate your guidance and concern.
Of course. I also want to give a couple quick examples of some progress that Alex has made. Over the past few weeks, he's been much more willing to help his classmates and participate in activities. We've seen fewer incidents of him getting frustrated, which shows that he's learning to regulate his own emotions. Going forward, I'd like to focus on helping him continue to develop self regulation strategies and have social confidence. For instance, we're using role playing activities where he practices handling conflict or expressing feelings in a positive way. You can reinforce these skills at home as well by talking through some situations together.
I like that idea. I think practicing at home will help him feel more prepared for in school situations with his friends.
Absolutely. And it's a great way to make sure he's supported both at school and at home. For ongoing communication, I also suggest that we check in next week via email to see how these strategies are working for Alex at home as well. We can adjust if needed, and of course, feel free to reach out to me anytime if you notice any changes at home or have any questions.
That sounds perfect. I really appreciate your time, and I feel much better knowing that we have a plan set in stone for him.
I'm glad to hear that, and your collaboration with us makes a huge difference. Alex is a bright and curious student. With constant support, I'm very confident that we'll see positive growth in his behavior and confidence. And thank you again for your time today for partnering with me to support Alex. It's a pleasure working with you and him.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I feel reassured, and I'm so ready to support him and see him grow within at home and within the classroom.
You're very welcome. Together we'll help him and both of us can see Alex thrive.